Okay. All right. Welcome back once again. Good evening. Good to have you again. Um, Remember that the last time we talked about factors of whole numbers, and we gave very concrete examples of factors of some numbers. Now, this evening, what we're going to simply do is to look at a special set of whole numbers. There is, as we continue to find the factors of whole numbers, we discover a unique set of numbers. These numbers, they have only two factors. So it's a special set of numbers, and we're going to consider them this evening. So let's get to business. The first number in this category is the number two. The number two, right? Do you remember how to find our factors? Okay. If we start with one is one, two ones is two. That means one is a factor of two. So we say that one is a factor of two, right? And if we also look at two itself, we discover that 2 is a factor of 2. Actually, every number is a factor of itself, and 1 is a factor of every number. So we discovered that 1 is a factor of 2, and 2 is a factor of itself. So um, if we start with 2, then factors of factors of 2 are factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Okay, let's check another number. The number 3. The number 3. The number 3. We will discover the same thing with the number 3. If we were to look for factors of 3, we will discover that, remember what we were doing yesterday? We're to look for factors of 3. If we start with 1, 3 ones, 1 1 is 1, 2 ones is 2, 3 ones is 3. That means 1 is a factor of 3. Okay, 1 is a factor of 3. That is 1 is a factor of 3. If we check 2, we discover that 1 2 is 2. But if we take two twos, 1 2 is 2, two twos, that's 4. It's more than 3, and it's not exactly 3. 1 2 is 2, is less than 3, but two twos is 4, which is more than 3. That means 2 is not a factor of 3. If we get to 3, we discover that 3 ones is 3. That means 3 is a factor of um, 1. So we have um, 3 as another factor of 3. Therefore, we can say that um, factors factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Remember, if we go to 4, 4 doesn't fall in this special category, because 4, look at 4. 4 has factors of 4, 1, 2, and 4. 4 has 3 factors, so 4 doesn't fall in this category. If we go to 5, we discover that factors of 5 are 1 and 5. The same thing with 7. Factors of 7 are 1 and 7. Now, There are plenty of these numbers. We call these numbers prime numbers. They are numbers that have only two factors. So one thing you will notice about all these numbers is this. All these numbers, all these numbers, all these numbers have only two factors. That is one thing you will note about all these numbers. All of them have only two factors. Are you seeing that? All of them have only two factors. Factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Factors of 7 are 5 and 7. Now, that is not all. These numbers, there are plenty of them that have this property. We call these numbers these whole numbers, these whole numbers with only two factors are called, they are called what? They are called prime numbers. So what are prime numbers now? Prime numbers are whole numbers with only two factors. So prime numbers have only two factors. The first factor, of every prime number, is 1. That is the first factor of every prime number, is 1. And the second factor, of every prime number, is itself. Yes, is itself. The second factor of every prime number is itself. Yes, this is a very beautiful pattern that we observe. Very beautiful pattern that exists in mathematics. Now, in the next page, I'm going to present the prime numbers. I'm going to present the prime numbers. Not all of them. I'm going to present many of them. Okay, so some of the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, like that. I'm going to leave them like that. I'm not going to mention all of them because I'm going to ask you at the end of this video to mention the remaining prime numbers between 23 and 100. Now, a very quick remarks, things to take note. You must take note of these things. Take note of this about prime numbers. 1 is not a prime number. One thing you must take note of is the fact that 1 is not a prime number. And there's a reason. We said that prime numbers have two factors. The reason 1 is not a prime number is this. 1 has only one factor. 1 has only one factor, so it does not qualify to be a prime number. A prime number must have two factors, but 1 has only one factor. Another thing to take note of is this. 2 is the only 2 is the only prime number. 2 is the only prime number that is even. That is even. 2 is the only prime number that is even. All the other prime numbers are odd numbers. Sure, you know what even numbers are, what odd numbers are. Now, another thing to take note of is this. Another thing to take note of is this. Most of the prime numbers, are odd numbers. They are odd numbers, but not all odd numbers. Not all odd numbers are prime. Yes, most of the prime numbers are odd numbers, but not all odd numbers are prime. Yes. For example, see what I mean. For example, 9 is an odd number. 15 is an odd number. All right. 21 is an odd number. 25 is an odd number. 27 is an odd number. But all these numbers are not prime numbers. All these numbers, they are not prime. They are not prime, even though odd. Even though odd. Yes, 9, 15, 21, 25, 27, they are all odd numbers, but they are not prime, even though they are odd. So most odd numbers are prime numbers. Most prime numbers are odd numbers. Most prime numbers are odd numbers, but not all odd numbers are prime numbers. And 2 is the only 2 is the only 2 is the only prime number that is even. 1 is not a prime number, and the whole numbers, prime numbers are whole numbers with only 2 factors. So the first factor of every prime number is 1. The second factor of every prime number is itself. So that is all about prime numbers. Okay, so let me know what you feel about this video. Tell me in the comment section. Let me know whether you enjoy it or not. Let me know. Now I'm going to give you an assignment to do. I'm going to give you an assignment to do. Okay, I will give you an assignment. What is the assignment? Please do the assignment and give me the answers in the comment section. I will attend to them. I will reply to them one after the other. Okay, the assignment is that list the remaining prime numbers from 23 to 100. Yes. So thank you very much. God bless you. Have a nice day. All right. See you some other time. Okay.